Hey everyone, excuse me. I am getting ready to do days 1, 2, and 3 of the hashtag Deck the Year collab, and I was trying to decide what to do. This one for week 1, I said day again, didn't I? Week 1 would have been posted on January 4th, which is the day before my birthday. So this one's going to be a birthday one. Um, and I think one of these is going to be about dreams and things. So I pulled out for the birthday one this. How many of you have these rolls of paper, 12 inches by 144 inches? That's a lot of paper. Um, yeah, 144 divided by 12 inches is 12 feet of paper. So guess what? I have this paper roll and I don't know where I got these actually. I have this one, adhesive canvas, which I think I'm going to use on the second one. And I have another one I didn't bring in, which is a gold glitter. And I think somewhere actually I gave away or sold a Tim Holtz bird one. I used some of that, but oh my gosh. And I know somewhere in this room I have some handmade paper on a roll that got sent to me accidentally by a store called Paper Source that they're only online now. And they sent me my order, but they sent this whole roll of, like a huge roll of handmade, you can tell it's handmade paper, and I've never used it. So I'm going to be using these two rolls of paper, and then I pulled out some other things. But I just wanted to ask you, how many of you have rolls of paper and you haven't used them ever, like me? I think these would be good, especially this one for journal covers. Adhesive canvas. It has a texture. It definitely looks like a fabric. So I'm looking forward to using these, and it says they're Momenta, distributed by Momenta 2015 for this one, and 17 for this one. I probably got them in 17 or 18. Don't know. Yeah, I'll be back. See ya. Hi everyone, I am back with my weeks 1, 2, and 3 for hashtag Deck the Year. So I am all caught up officially now. And the first one, my starting point was an ace, first of all, playing card for a 1. And this roll, which I showed a moment ago, of artsy, it's like a watercolor or brusho splatted, or something like that. All different colors, pastels, love it, but I have a lot of it. So what I did, well, I'll use that. I used a little bit of this gifted to me, but I have a ton of it. Eyelash trim stuff. Remember when Dollar Tree had this? I used a one out of here. These are from Walmart, I think. Alphabet stickers. It says EK Success. I am not sure, but usually I get Sticko at Walmart, so maybe. I used one of these foam stars in silver, a little one. I don't know. Maybe also Walmart. I used a couple sparkle stickers. I don't usually like using these kind of stickers, but oops. But oops, there's a butterfly coming off of one. I don't know where it came from either. I'll just stick it here. So I used a happy birthday and a cake and a gem. I think that's, I don't know. I'll have to show you. I used one balloon out of these. It was a bright blue. I'll show you that in a minute. I did not use these cupcakes. I used one of these cupcakes, and I used two words out of here. One was party and one was fun. So I'm using my stickers, which is a good thing. I also used a little bit of this purple washi, which I had never used. So yay. And I think that's everything. So let me bring the card in. Here it is. So what I did is I wrapped the paper around the card, I think on this side, yeah. So I just glued it down, wrapped it around, glued it down, and then cut it off. Put the balloon on up here. Oh, I used another piece of that pink cupcake liner. I still have a little bit of it left. One cupcake liner goes a long way. Who'd have thought? Here's the party and the fun out of those words. Now this sticker, I stuck onto a piece of scrap cardstock and then I fussy cut around it because I wanted to bump it up. You can see it's a little dimensional, and those stickers were not. This I didn't bump up. This is a gem, and then I had a tough time with this, but I used my art glitter glue and I think a glue dot down here to get this eyelash trim, one of each color, because I thought it went well with the colors in here and it needed something. And then here's the one for week 1 and the star and the washi down here at the bottom. So that actually, it was the cupcake liner, then the washi, and then these two on top. And the silver brings in the silver around the edge of this gem, which doesn't seem like it's staying real good. Anyway, I used a happy birthday sticker on the back because I thought the front party fun could be for New Year's, but it also could be birthday, right? So I didn't want to put happy birthday on the front, but I did put it on the back because week 1 would have been January 4th for the Thursday, and my birthday is January 5th. But I've obviously made this February 23rd. I'm going to start putting this information on the back and who it's made by and who the host was. I guess that's what we should do, right? Or not? Or should I just keep them in a binder or something? And I don't know. How are you storing yours, and what are you doing with them? So anyway, that is card 1, week 1. And then the second one, I used the other roll that I had. Now this was a little tougher to work with. This was the, where's the front? Adhesive canvas. First of all, you have to use another adhesive too, because even though I roughed up the card, the adhesive on this does not stay stuck to the card. So you do have to use another adhesive, and I used art glitter glue. But anything would be fine, E6000, whatever you prefer. I used some of my Dollar Tree, my favorite. It's not mine, but it is mine because I bought it. Lace trim, this one. I used Tim Holtz Ideology Alpha Tiles. I used one sticker out of here, which looks like I had bought it for 25 cents at a yard sale or a thrift shop or something. Used one Dollar Tree butterfly, and I don't even know where I got these noteworthy dimensional stickers, but they have some neutrals in, so I used 2 of those. Let me get this out of the way and I'll show you what I did. I really like this one too. So, that has, it's just distressed, I guess. So here's the canvas. I'm sorry. I don't know whether I'm too close or too far away. That looks pretty good, although it looks a little blurry. So the sticker's pretty big. It's a dream definition, a fond hope or dream or idea. You can't see the whole definition, but that's the whole point of those. I did have to glue that down too because it's on texture. And then the butterfly, I also added glue. I put this down. I distressed around the edges with, except I didn't do the back yet. So let's just do that a little bit. Yeah, I had to remember before I go distressing around to put the back on right away. Sometimes I don't do that because I don't know, like if I'm going to sew or something, which is rare, but if I do, I don't want the stitches to show on the back, so I cover it. But you can't do that if you already have covered it, right? So anyway, so distress it, put the ribbon down, and I've been using tear and tape, double-sided adhesive tape, to put my ribbons down. I just feel like they're sticking better that way, and I just don't feel like heating up my hot glue gun for, you know, short amount of time. So there's a tip for you. Use your double-sided tape for that. So this I glued down. This and this are the flowers from that noteworthy thing. They both had extra dimension on the back, but they're already pretty dimensional. So I took off the foam on the back and just glued them down. And then these actually I bumped up the T, W, and O out of the Tim Holtz alpha tiles. And I really like how that came out. I could have done more with it maybe, but I decided to keep it kind of simple on this one, and the butterfly was a perfect match for the sort of neutral colors. So the only color in it is a little bit of red right here, but I'm okay with that. So that's card 2, and on the back I just wrote the information about it being for January 11th, week 2. And the last one, I used something different. I used wrapping paper. So I got these, I think, at a thrift shop. 75 cents, 75 cents, and I think 55 cents for this one. I did not use this one, but I used this one, part of it, and I cut part of this basket. It had 3 kitties in it, and I picked the one that most closely resembled my kitty. And also I have this 2020 calendar, which I didn't use as a calendar, but the little images on the back, I cut the bottom one here, and those 2 kitties that were on there most closely resemble some of my daughter's cats. She has 2 now, but she had 1 before. So this one's all about our kitties. um, this is the wrapping paper in the back. Isn't that cute? This closely resembles my kitty, except my kitty's black all the way down to her nose, and more black and just a little bit of white around here and on her belly and her paws. This resembles a previous cat my daughter had named Dinky, and this resembles both her cats now, which is Castor and Nina. And then there were balls of yarn over here on the other side of this basket, so I just took a little bit of this stuff I had never opened. Baby blue. Oh, look, I think I got that at a thrift shop too. Originally it was from Big Lots, but I got it at a thrift shop for $1. So that was good because it wasn't any less than or any more than Dollar Tree at the time. And I used 3 of these everyday Sticko paw prints, here, here, and here. Probably, I'm thinking Walmart again for those. And lastly, this I love hanging out with you. I stamped in black ink and then fussy cut around it, and I used a light blue alcohol marker from Stampin' Up! Balmy Blue Light to go around the edge of that just to make it pop off the card a little more. And also I went around the edges of the card itself in the Balmy Blue. So this, I've used that sentiment before. You can see I've used a couple things, but I didn't use the cats on here this time. It's a Valentine's set, and it retired in May of this past year. And I didn't put a 3 on the front, but I wrote it on the back. And I have a stamp, and I thought I could just start putting that, Made with Love by Deb House Crafty Cottage, and then writing the week or whatever on the back. So that would be January 18th. So I need to go back on my other ones and write, you know, what I've made. So be sure to check out my other videos from the last day or 2, depending on how I put them up. But I am now caught up. So I did week 8, 7, and 6. Then there's another video with week 5 and 4, and now week 3, 2, and 1. So I am caught up. Next week on Thursday, I'll be posting week 9. I have to make it still. This has been a lot of fun. I am looking forward to this collab. I had a little bit of a panic attack this morning thinking, how am I going to come up with fresh ideas for 52 weeks? but I'll think of something. I have so much stuff. I'm sure I'll be working with something and just have little bits left over and I can use those. But so much fun.